Hello, grade 10 students. Now we are going to move towards SST Geography, chapter number 6, Manufacturing Industries. Yes, the name of the chapter is Manufacturing Industries. Okay, so this is what your morning newspaper is printed on. If you look at the first image, what is it? The image is about woods. So this is what your morning newspaper is printed on. Not the wood, but the paper manufactured from it. So is it that directly you get the newspapers printed on wood? No. Wood is just a raw material. Paper is produced or manufactured from wood. Okay. Observe the first image. This is what sweetens your tea or coffee, not the sugarcane, but the sugar manufactured from it. So we get sugar from the raw material sugarcane. So we never dip sugarcane directly into our cup of tea and coffee and it sweetens our beverages. No, we have to manufacture sugar from the raw material which that is sugarcane, from the juices of sugarcane. So sugarcane is the raw material and the final product is sugar, which we use after the manufacturing. Okay, just observe the first and second images. These rocks are what our cars and aircrafts are made of. So the rocks which you can see over here, these are the rocks from which our cars and aircrafts and other vehicles are made of. Not the rocks, okay, not the ores, but the iron and aluminium manufactured from them. So what is the raw material over here? Rocks and rocks are there, but the ore, rocks or the raw material from the rock which we get, that is the raw material. Okay, and from that the final product is made, which is the metal and final product, cars and aircrafts and other vehicles. So final products we are using are manufactured from these raw materials. So we have to study the manufacturing processes. Let us see. In all these examples like wood and paper, sugarcane and sugar, rock, ore and minerals and metals, okay, we saw about manufacturing something from the other. We are manufacturing something from the other thing. Okay, so let us understand what is meant by manufacturing. What do you mean by manufacturing? Manufacturing, this is a definition: the process of using a raw material to produce more valuable goods in large quantities is called manufacturing. Just take a note of a few words in this definition, then you will understand it properly and it will be easy for you to remember the definition. First is raw material, then processing, then the final valuable product, goods that we get. So we need for manufacturing, we need a raw material, then it is processed. After processing we get the final product. So that final product is the product which we use in our day-to-day life. So the process of using raw material to produce more valuable goods in large quantities is called manufacturing. Okay, so large quantities, this word is also more important. Okay, so our mother also she produces tea out of tea leaves, sugar, water and milk. So is she manufacturing tea? No, because she is making it. What she is doing, she is preparing it just on small quantity. So we cannot say our mothers are manufacturers of teas. No, manufacturing is done on a large scale, not on a small scale. So the process of using raw material to produce more valuable goods in large quantities is called manufacturing. In the image also you can see where sugarcane is there, raw material. It gets processed in the factories and industries, okay, and then we get the final product, that is sugar, in large quantities. So this is called manufacturing. Okay. At times, manufactured goods also act as raw materials for another industry. So what happens when you produce something from raw material after manufacturing, that product, your final product, acts as a raw material for other industries. Okay, so those other industries are secondary sectors in manufacturing industries in secondary sector. So let us see what it is in detail. At times, manufactured goods also act as raw materials for another industry. For example, cotton yarn. Okay, cotton yarn means the thread which we use to sew. Okay, so for example, cotton yarn is manufactured from raw cotton. We know that the raw cotton, in the image you can see where where the cotton is there on the plant. Okay, so it acts as a raw material to produce cotton yarn. Okay, the cotton yarn is then used as raw material to manufacture cotton textiles, and this cotton yarn is used to produce cotton textiles, means cotton cloth. So this cotton yarn, which is the final manufactured product of raw material cotton, act as a raw material for textile industries. So its role changes. So again, industries like iron and steel plants, car factories, textile industries, bakeries and food processing that manufacture finished products from primary materials are called manufacturing industries in the secondary sector. Okay, so what is this now? Cotton yarn is the final product of raw cotton, processed raw cotton, but it is raw material, but it acts as a raw material for textile industries. So industries like textile industries, iron and steel, car factories, then bakeries and food processing that manufacture finished goods. Here raw material is not manufactured. Here already processed and manufactured goods are used. Okay, such we can say primary material. Such manufacturing industries are known as manufacturing industries in the secondary sector. So cotton yarn, producing cotton yarn or manufacturing cotton yarn from raw cotton is the primary sector where manufacturing industries, they work as in the primary sector. But when cotton yarn is used to produce textile, then we can call it manufacturing industry in the secondary sector. Just make it clear. Okay, further, all companies, they do not produce goods. Some companies provide services like mobile phones, courier services and travel services. So however, in this module we will concentrate on manufacturing industries in secondary sector. We are not going to deal with in this lesson manufacturing industries which deal in primary sector. We are going to deal in secondary sector. Okay, further, manufacturing industries play a crucial role in the overall development of a country. So now here we are going to see why manufacturing industries are important to our economy, to our country. So manufacturing industries play a crucial role in the overall especially the economic development of a country. We have to see economy, right, to run our country. So here manufacturing industries are one of those important factors which help the economy of the country to develop. In fact, a country's economic strength is measured by the growth of its manufacturing industries. So if the economic strength of the country has to be measured, we have to see how many manufacturing industries are there in that country. If the manufacturing industries are more in number, who produce quality products, okay, so that country will be economically developed country. So this is the criteria. So let us take a look at the factors that make manufacturing industries important to us. Now we are going to see the factors. India is traditionally an agricultural country. We know this. We are basically belonging to agricultural industry. So the growth in manufacturing industries has modernized farming in India by the introduction of useful tools and machines. Are we still stuck to the traditional methods of farming, which our grandfathers and great grandfathers used to do with? No. We have modernized ourselves. We have make ourselves, or we have started using advanced way of agriculture. But how is it possible? It has become possible for all of us because of the manufacturing industries who provide us modern tools and machines of the agriculture, which are used in the agriculture. So because of the manufacturing industries, we have developed in agriculture. So this is the important factor, one of the important factor. Why do we need manufacturing industries? Next, the growth in manufacturing industries has generated a large number of employment opportunities. See, so if number of number of industries are there, so you will so employment opportunities also increases. So manufacturing industries, they provide employment. So this has reduced the dependency of the people on agriculture. So not all the population of India is dependent on agriculture. Okay, so with the manufacturing industries, people have diverted themselves to the employment or services which are provided by the manufacturing industries. So it has also helped to reduce unemployment and poverty, especially in backward and tribal areas. So first we had seen the importance of manufacturing industries is it helps modernizing. It has helped modernizing our agricultural methods. Okay, ultimately it leads to higher yields of agriculture. Okay, then we had seen that it provides ample of employment opportunities, and it has reduced dependency on agriculture and unemployments and poverty, removal of unemployment and poverty, especially in backward and tribal areas. An increase in manufacturing capacity allows us to export our goods to other countries and build up our reserves of foreign exchange. So number of manufacturing industries, number of production, so it is better for us to deal with other countries to export our goods. So worldwide we get our recognition and we get ample of reserves of foreign exchange. So many manufacturing industries, so this is one of those advantages. India is one of the countries that have manufacturing capabilities to convert its raw material into finished good of higher value. This leads to overall growth and prosperity. So India is one of those countries that have manufacturing capabilities to convert its raw material into goods of higher value. So this has led to overall growth and prosperity of our country. So ultimately, this is also one of the reasons why we need the manufacturing industries in our country. Okay, our land resources are limited. Okay, and we need to expand both agricultural as well as manufacturing industries. We need both. Without agriculture, see, agriculture is our identity. Okay, so we cannot forget agriculture, but also we need manufacturing industries. So both are important to us. But often we have seen that, not seen, but it creates problems where agriculture and industry are considered against each other. So agriculture versus industry, so both of them need the land, but it is not so. This is not so, because both of them, they mutually help each other. So, however, this is not true, as agriculture and industry mutually benefit each other. Agriculture is dependent on manufacturing industries, because manufacturing industries, they provide tools and advanced tools and machineries to agriculture to produce to have the higher yields. And on the other hand, manufacturing industries also depend on agriculture. How? Because some of the manufacturing industries are agro based manufacturing industries, where those industries have to use agricultural produce as raw material. Okay. India has number of agro-based industries that depend on agricultural produce for raw material. So agro-based industries are there which depend on agriculture, of course, because from agriculture they get the raw material. See, all the jams, fruit juices, and tomato ketchups that make your and my food so delicious are manufactured products of such agro-based industries. So fruits, raw material, processing, okay, and the final product that we get is the jam. So the raw material that those are fruits we get from the agriculture, okay, and the final product is its jam. Similarly, fruit juices, again fruit processing and juice. Tomato ketchups, tomato raw material processing and the ketchup. So these are agro based industries. So agriculture plays an important role in expanding our manufacturing industries. So agriculture is also important for our manufacturing industries to expand them in the world or in our country. Okay, manufacturing industries on the other hand provide farmers the fertilizers and pesticides and farm equipment, as I was explaining you why both of them are important to us. So what manufacturing industries they do, they provide farmers with fertilizers, pesticides and farm equipments. This makes agricultural process more efficient and thereby increases the agricultural produce. Thus, we'll move ahead. Today, just developing and diversifying our industries is not enough. The key is efficiency. Okay, now we have the criteria of getting globally recognized is having number of or ample of manufacturing industries. Okay, see, I am having so many manufacturing industries in my country, but none of those manufacturing industries produce quality product. Then what? Then am I going to get a worldwide recognition? I will get, but for producing poor quality products. Okay, so I won't get any benefit from those many countries, those many manufacturing industries which are there in my country. But if my manufacturing industries are also producing, they are number in ample of manufacturing industries are there in my country, but they are also producing valuable quality product, international quality product, then only these industries are going to get worldwide recognition, and in ultimately the country will be developed. So today just developing and diversifying our industries is not enough. What we are supposed to see, the efficiency. The key is efficiency. Okay, so our manufacturing industries are facing competition from all over the world. See, competition is there everywhere. So it is not like that only India has manufacturing industries. Worldwide, how many countries are there? Each and every country has its own manufacturing industries, number of manufacturing industries. So they are also trying to produce quality product. So competition is there. So what we have to do, and now see, our manufacturing industries are facing competition from all over the world. To stay competitive in the global market, we must ensure that the quality of our product is at par with the best. We need to be best. Okay, having industries and producing whatever they are producing is not enough. We have to observe. Okay, we have covered that part where we needed industries. Now we have so many industries, but what we have to see is what those industries are producing and how they are producing. We should have a good quality product that we can display worldwide. Okay, so then only we are going to be stable in the world market. Then only the demands would be there in the world market, and we'll be earning through foreign currencies. Okay, so this is also needed to see for any manufacturing industry that it produces good quality product. Till here we are going to study in this video, and we'll study the other part of the chapter in next videos, upcoming videos. For now, you are supposed to comment me in the comment box, give me a like, so that I will come to know that you people have watched the video. Go through the chapter, whatever part we have covered in the video, only that part you have to underline the main parts in the textbook as well as in the refresher, and send me the images in the evening. Okay, till then, understand it in a better way. Again, watch again and again the video till you understand it. Okay, till then, bye.